It's the Joe Show. It's Technology Tuesday here on the Joe Show. You know what that means. We're looking at either an article or a piece of technology that's new and interesting. And one thing that technology can help us do is travel, especially in times of COVID, when traveling means getting off the couch and going over to the refrigerator to get a snack. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about a little thing that I stumbled on called From Your Couch, which allows you to take virtual tours from around the world hosted by either locals or experts on the area that you're checking out. So let's hop onto it. From Your Couch. Here we go. Here's the website. It says From Your Couch at the top. I like their little logo, little purple motif going on. Audio tours by local guides. Visit the world from your couch. Nice pitch. Explore our audio tours. Let's find out. I did look at this earlier, so I already know of one that I'm going to pick. But as you can see here, it's just a bunch of audio tools of really interesting places from around the world. We got Istanbul, Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, Immaculate Conception in Seville, the poorest neighborhood in Osaka, Japan, at Kamagasaki. Let's check it out by Vlad. It doesn't sound very local, but we'll check it out by Vlad. It's a free tour, which is why we're choosing this one. They have both paid and free tours. So paid ones, obviously, they look like they cost, €5, €2, €3, and they've got some free ones on here to kind of whet your appetite. So let's click start the tour to see what happens when we go into the tour. On the left-hand side, we've got the tour info. On the right, it says start your tour. So we've already committed to checking out Osaka. It says one-click play, but I'm going to click on launch visual support first because I know that the Google Earth app can take a little bit to load sometimes. I'm going to throw on the headphones here. And then we're going to go on a little virtual tour of Osaka, Japan. We probably won't watch the whole thing, but this is kind of just to check out, see what's going on and how technology can help us travel the world, especially in COVID time. So I'm going to click play here on the audio. It'll start. Got some nice Japanese strings in the background. And here we're on Google Earth. This is the starting point. And he'll explain what's going on here in a second.
The clean streets, wooden izakayas, the famous Japanese cherry trees that blossom during Hanami in spring. The relaxing onsens, the calm and peaceful Japan we all know and love.
Onsens are hot springs.
Kamagasaki is different. It is unique. It has a particular history that makes this place so unusual compared to any other part of Japan. Located in Osaka, Nishinariku is a district of the city.
This must be a district.
Still called Kamagasaki by the locals.
It's kind of highlighted
the
in blue.
Previous name of this area. If you go to Osaka and mention Kamagasaki, everybody will tell you the same thing. Don't go there.
What?
It's dangerous.
Dangerous. That's
Every
fun.
time I will say the word tsugi, which means next in Japanese.
I like the audio production on this. That's
go
nice.
to the next scene.
This is so far a high quality
clicking on
tour.
the right arrow
So
on
down
Google
here,
Earth.
it says
Right?
table of contents.
You got it?
And I can click on the right
Then
arrow to go forward
tsugi.
here. Then it zooms in to a spot that he has
The first
specified
time
for the tour.
I went to this area was during my first trip to Japan 6 years ago. A 1-month road trip all around the country with 2 friends. Osaka was a 1 or 2 night stop. We were backpacking, looking for cheap hostels. Kamagasaki was the perfect place. Today, it's filled with backpackers from all around the world, willing to stay in Osaka for a couple of nights. When I was walking through this area's streets, I was quite shocked. For 1 month in Japan, I've never seen a homeless person. Here, I saw plenty of them.
Now we're on the
The
street
whole
view.
area was different from what I was used to. I didn't think about it too much. It's only 3 years later, when I came back to Osaka, for 6 months that I got to know the whole story. I was actually living in a little hostel in the middle of the area called Kokorum. If you visit or have visited Osaka, Kamagasaki is actually not so far from really famous spots. Next scene, Tsugi.
So far, this is actually really cool. Good audio production. I feel like I'm
Look
able
in
to
front of you.
see what he's talking about and
You can
explore
see
the neighborhood.
Tsutenkaku, a
This is actually
100-meter
pretty
tower
incredible
built
for
100
virtual
years
travel.
ago, inspired by its French cousin. You're in the middle of the street right now. Look behind you
Little Eiffel Tower.
and take a walk by clicking on the top arrow. This neighborhood
This is
is
pretty cool.
called Shinsekai, which means the new world. Like the one in One Piece, if you're this manga's fan.
One Piece.
Here,
Anime.
you can try all Osaka specialties, like takoyaki, octopus balls, okonomiyaki, a kind of Japanese pancake, or kuchikatsu, deep fried meat or vegetables.
I want to be very
There's
clear
even a restaurant where you can find this.
that when he says octopus balls, he doesn't mean octopus testicles. He means like octopus fried balls, like fish balls, or like chicken nuggets, like octopus nuggets, not octopus balls. I'm going to pause it right there, actually. He's taking you on an audio tour. Like, I've never been to this spot in Japan, but I feel like I'm able to be there. I mean, my monitor's a little bit small. If you had a big monitor and you like really were immersing yourself in it and listening to the audio on headphones, this is really good on headphones. I think this is actually a really cool idea. Again, this is called From Your Couch. They've got a bunch of audio tours that you can go on. Istanbul, Spain, Japan, probably some from the USA, to get out of your little area while you're stuck in quarantine or stuck in COVID, unable to travel, as especially the US right now is banned from, I think, like 90% of the world. You're not allowed to go there. On top of that, I found another app that we're going to switch over to called Tour, which it's a new iPhone app that's not even out yet, and it lets you plan tours in a more visual way. Let's hop over to it and see what's going on in Tour. Again, this is unreleased. You have to have an app called Test Flight installed to even use it. So this is a beta. We can see here I was already messing around with it, but this is the home screen. You can look at your trips here. Let's plan a new trip over to Osaka, Japan. When do we want to go? I think I'm going to go in December from the 1st to the 5th. Easy, 2 taps, done. And then this pops up and asks me, how should we start our trip? Should we find a destination or be a blank trip? Let's find a destination because we know where we're going already. Osaka, Japan. Osaka. I like the little use of emojis there for the loading. That's cool. So Osaka, city in Japan. This is pretty neat. It's showing like Mount Fuji. It's showing photos of Osaka. Like, that looks gorgeous. Look at that old school temple against the new school temples. Pretty cool. Little description here of Osaka. They're probably pulling it in from Google. Top places in Osaka. We have Nakaoshima, Sakushima Island, Yumeishima Island, Mashima Island. A bunch of islands over in Osaka. I don't see the place that we were actually going to visit, but that's okay. We'll select the destination anyways. How are we getting there? We've got adding flights, adding endpoints, coming soon, blank trip. It says explore Osaka first, plan travel later. Let's go with that, blank trip. So here we go, day 1, trip to Osaka. Day 1, not staying anywhere today. What if we add a stay? Stays, we got, add a stay, go back to that. Night 1, night 2, night 3 to 4. Okay, interesting. Add stay. What does it say? It just says check in, check out, location, set a location. We have hotel. Does it bring in some hotel choices? Yeah, that's in Costa Rica. That's not what we want. Hotel Osaka, Japan. West Valley City food in Osaka, Japan. It doesn't look like it's giving us a good place here. Nope, that's in the United States of America. That's press back. That's got messed up. Let's try that again. Over here, let's just say our hotel is here. This looks like a populated area. It's going to be here. Yep, the Nishi Ward, Osaka Prefecture. That's where we're going to stay. Confirm. Now it's got that. We can also add our confirmation number. I wish that I could pull that in. Maybe if I actually had a trip, it could pull that in, which I do not have a trip. So far, the UI is pretty minimal. It's nice. We can add some notes about this. Let's add it to trip and see what happens. Okay, so there we go. We've got our night or our first day. Blah, blah, blah. Check in at this time. That's the location. Notes about it. Night 2. Does it... I wish that it would pull in from the other night if it or ask me if I wanted to duplicate it from the last one. I think that would be nice if I'm staying in the same spot. So that could be something that they could add, as this is still in beta. Heads up, if you guys see this, that's something you guys could add. You're in Osaka, day 1. We've got a new stay. What happens if I click this big plus? Oh, okay, I can drag this. So at 4 p.m., let's see if we want to do custom activity, find destinations, find activities, add flights, add endpoints, find activities. Let's find an activity to do after we check into our hotel. Let's see what happens. So it says check-in is there, and then maybe we want to go to Osaka Castle. Loads a picture, shows me where it is. I think that turquoise dot is my stay, so it shows me how far away it is. That's pretty cool, but I don't want to go that far. That's a little far for me. It says number 8 seems to be next to our hotel. So what's number 8? Is our it's an art store. Or number 9 is a market. Let's go to the market. That sounds good for our stay. We've got the Kuroman Market. Got some photos at the top, which is nice. It shows us our location. From stay, it gives us directions. If I click that, it'll probably open up directions. It tells us when to leave the stay, leave at 4 p.m. or leave our hotel at 4 p.m. 10 minutes by car to arrive here at 4:10 p.m. Stay here for an hour. It gives us the phone number, pictures of the location, where it's located, some reviews. That's pretty cool. If I hit car, does it... Okay, so it lets me, if I choose walking. Yeah. Takes 25 minutes. That's cool. That's really cool. So if I add it to plans, now on day 1, on Tuesday, it shows us that where our check-in is at, where our next activity is. So I'm assuming if I keep adding activities, it's going to add these to the map up here, and then I can kind of see my daily route and plan my trip. This is actually pretty nice. It's very visual. I like it so far. If you're planning a trip and you have time to do this, and this is mobile only, I actually think for a trip planning app, it's really slick. I haven't used many trip planning apps before, so I don't know what to compare it to, but so far I like it. We can add, new stuff to do, new stays, new flights. If I hit some of these buttons, I don't know what's going to happen on the map. It just zooms in or out. Trip to Osaka, we can probably change that to, name the entire trip. We can download offline maps. That's actually really big. So if we're stuck on, or if we're doing something on our maps, or if we're stuck without internet, if we don't have a SIM card, we can have this map stored on our phone so we can still see the plan without having it there. And if you have all of your confirmation numbers and that kind of stuff, that's actually a really handy feature. I think that's super important. And then look up below, don't press it. If you press this bomb, it'll delete the trip. That's cool. So with that in mind, here's what you can do from your couch right now. You can take a trip and take an audio tour all over the world, pay for it or have free audio trips. And then if you're really interested in visiting that spot because maybe that local guide sparked your interest, you can hop on your phone and download the Tours app, which I will link to both of them in the description below. And you can plan a tour in a really slick visual way and then save it offline. So in case you get there and have no internet, you'll still be able to get around and see everything that you want to see wherever you're traveling to. I think this is awesome, especially in the age of COVID travels. You can get off your couch and travel to somewhere new without actually getting off your couch. Leave the trip to refrigerator for at home and take a tour to somewhere new. This was Technology Tuesday here on The Joe Show. If you like my content, hit that subscribe button and mash that bell to get a notification every time I upload a new video, because I tour you.